and we're really excited to have you guys on board, have your talent, and yeah. So we have a goal for this Christmas. We have a conservative goal, a conservative and very attainable goal to lift 30,000 people out of poverty, and that's to raise $1.5 million. So we're working towards that goal. And how do we know we're on track? ChristmasFuture is all about being transparent, not only for us as volunteers, but anybody who's interested in knowing that ChristmasFuture is honoring our volunteer hours, the donations that we're receiving, and all the work that's being put in is by the various teams, and it's all being tracked. This is sort of just a really quick dashboard that we're going to have available publicly for volunteers and for people who are just interested to see how ChristmasFuture is going. Now this is essentially, these are the various teams. Here's some sort of major milestones that you would see as well as dates. So I'm just going to run through and give you guys a sense. Maybe this is a little bit boring for you, but I think it's really important that a lot of us are doing smaller pieces of this massive puzzle, and it's really important to know that the work you're doing is being honored and on target with all the other teams. So the school program is a really exciting and critical part of ChristmasFuture, and that's really where there's the education component in respect to getting into schools, getting young people involved, educated about poverty, and having kids educating their parents and saying, you know what, I don't want you know, the newest Nintendo game this Christmas. I want to give my money to a school in Africa. Marketing communications is a very exciting place to be right now. I happen to be the project team lead of that. So right now we're about to release a new website, which is really cool. CMS version of the site is essentially just it means content management system. It just makes it easy for like somebody like me who's not technical to go and update our website live. It's like MySpace or Blogger where you just type in the fields and I can't even get it wrong no matter how hard I try. One of our main values is remembering that it's not an us versus them relationship when we're talking about global poverty and when we're talking about need. You know, North Americans and people in the developed world have a whole different set of needs to get outside our selfishness and consumerism, and giving gifts to help the poorest of the poor sort of helps us connect with meaning and community and simplicity and living with less and maybe connecting the most important things in life and helping other people. So our site is not about saying, you know, it's just us giving. We also recognize we have needs as well. We have needs for meaning and important deeper values. So part of that, we have a very exciting audit coming up. Jay is very excited about the audit. So we have a project management processes, and these are all the things, especially for volunteers. We affirm your autonomy if you go and take the torch and run with it. On the other hand, we don't like chaos, and there are certain project processes that we can develop saying, what is the process of bringing on a new volunteer? What is our policies around that? Because the next 3 months are going to be so critical, you guys are critical. We are looking for volunteers for all sorts of different things. We're looking for people to take on the blog. We're looking for people to be administrators. Each of these teams needs an administrator to help them stay organized and stay on track and be a point of contact. There are so many opportunities, so and some that are project-based, some that are 1 or 2 hours a week. So I really invite you to talk to either Sherry or Moni if you have time in the next little while. They're taking down names and numbers and clarifying information. So if you have friends, spread the word, because this next 3 months is really a critical time. We can do it, but certainly need your help.
Okay, sorry, the question was, is there going to be anything beyond just metrics to prove that stuff is changing? Are there going to be photos and vlogs and videos and that kind of thing? The response to that question is yes. Yes, there is. M&E, measurement and evaluation, is typical on international development projects. A lot of people do that very well. What isn't done extremely well is making that information accessible to you and I. Retail philanthropists, people that are out there saying, I want to give my 20 bucks instead of buying a pitcher of beer. Sure, I'll give it to that water well, but show me it made a difference. So we're trying to actually improve or increase the retail philanthropic market by giving more feedback that is accessible. Part of proof of impact, right? How do we prove that this made impact? Yes, a water well is good. Yes, we delivered 5 tons of cement. We built the water well. The water well is pumping 5,000 liters a year of fresh water. Those are all good things. But how did it change the world? How did it change those people's lives? And that's where we move more towards photographic evidence, blogs from the project manager from the ground, and videos, stories, anecdotes. So getting people's stories out there so that it's accessible to us, and even moving to the point, ideally, when technology is more accessible on the ground in the developing world, to be able to ask questions of each other. So forming community around these giving groups or giving villages where we're all one. So you can actually ask each other questions. Hey, is that water well really making a difference in your life? Tell me. You tell me. Don't filter it through the organization. You tell me, how's this going for you? So that's the hope. So we've got a lot of work to do, and we need all of you, as Leif said. So yeah, I thank you so much for your support so far. It's meant everything. I look around the room and I see all the faces of these people that have given their lives, so much of their lives, to actually make this happen. And that's exactly how poverty is ended. That's exactly how it happens. Not a big bucket of money, but by everyone stepping up and doing something, caring, changing the way they see the world. So thank you.